right?
Alright, guys. It's been a long time since any videos have been put up. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But we do have news. Do you want to say it, Mochi?
Mochi's pregnant.
No, she's not.
No, we moved.
We moved.
To Ohio.
To the freezing Ohio out of all
so
the warm
cold.
weather.
It's been, what, we've been here for what, a week? Well, I've been here for a week.
I've been here for like a month now.
I've been here for a week and it snowed every single day. It is not fun.
No, but, the reason we're not like, we moved to Ohio, woo woo, is because it's not like that easy. It was a very sudden, last minute emergency move kind of deal. So we're going to share that today. Alright. So I guess I'll just start at the very beginning. So we're staying at my parents' house right now. Okay. So in November, my mom tested positive for COVID. Which at that time, I think it went through like my whole family and everyone. I mean, they were sick for a few weeks and they got better. So we just assumed that's how it would go. It did not. She had COVID and double pneumonia, ended up in the hospital. She's still in the hospital. So I came home right when she was sick in
December.
Yeah, December.
She was okay around that time.
Yeah, she was okay. Kind of like everyone was-ish.
Well, no, but she was more on medication. Like, we had it, you guys
we had it controlled a little bit. Yeah. So we had her home for a while. She went to the hospital, was there for a week, sent her home on medication, so we had her. So that's when I came to help out and things. And it was going well, but then she got like progressively worse. So she went back in the hospital and she was just on oxygen, the BiPAP and things, everything going all right. And then they said that they would have to do the ventilator to run some tests, which then put her into the ICU. And that's when Elliott came to Ohio to join me because I was like, I can't do this alone. Like, I need you. I need like my support. It was really hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's like each day. Oh, this is just giving a couple of information, but when I got here, it's like each day is like
could be completely different.
Yeah, like an hour can be good, and then like a couple of minutes, you'll get like she's back in the ventilator or she's more on oxygen today. Or like in another hour or so, her oxygen is better, so they drop the ventilator down. It's just you never know what goes on until they call.
Yeah, and COVID still, I know it's been like a year since, like COVID started happening, but it's still, there's so many unknown things in it, because like we asked the doctor, okay, so what's the time frame look like, how does the next few weeks look like, and all they say is, we don't know. Every person takes this differently, we're still trying to get things down. We're allowed to actually visit her, she's not in the ICU anymore, she got moved to like a recovery floor, still not out of the clear though. But the first day I visited her, she was pretty much asleep the whole time. I don't even think she realized I was there. Then I went to visit her again, and she was more awake, attentive. The hard thing about it is some patients remember a little bit of what's going on, and some patients wake up and like freak out. They don't know where they are, why they're here, what's happened. And the one day I was with her, she was really interactive with me. She mouths words. She has a trach right now, so she can't talk. She has like no vocal cords working right now. But she would at least shake her head yes or no. She would mouth words for me. We could have conversations, talk about some things. But then, like a few days after that, she's kind of gotten more sick. And we just found out that she has an infection again, so we think it's the double pneumonia back, but we think it's worse than it was because she's spiking fevers again. And recently, as I've gone in, she hasn't really been awake. Her eyes are very glazed. But the hardest thing was, like, when she was awake the one day, she woke up and I don't really think she realized everything that was going on because I just kept seeing her lips move like, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. And we sit there like, it's okay to be scared, but we're here. Like, we're helping you. You're doing really good. You're recovering, all this stuff. Just stay relaxed. Because she's an anxious person. And I'm sure, like, I can't imagine, but this has to add so much anxiety to her. Yeah, she just doesn't know a lot of things and she wants to touch around and we're like, you can't touch. You can't pull anything. I think she just gets very frustrated too. My siblings and my dad are able to visit, which I think is really helping her. I mean, I think she definitely knows when we're there because even if she's not awake, like I went in and her heart rate's really high, her beats per minute is really high, but then when I'm there after like a half hour to an hour, everything calms down and she's really relaxed the whole time. So she definitely knows when someone's there. I just don't know if she comprehends and retains it, but she feels the comfort for sure.
The presence.
Yeah. We have pictures of us and we have cards there that we read to her. Everyone who's been sending cards and things.
It's just hard. And then we had like, it's just sad because like the dogs here are just crazy, and like I guess they kind of comprehend, not really. I know it's just dogs, but there's some dogs that do kind of comprehend that someone's missing from the house. It's just sad because all you hear them is whine and whine and whine. Like you get irritated, but I mean you understand.
It's nice being at the hospital. The floor she's on, there's different patients, and like some of them are awake, some of them aren't awake, some of them are talking now. So it's nice to see that like people are recovering and doing well. But it's just hard to be there, and you can't take pain away. And the worst thing is like when you can't understand what she's asking for. All I can think about is like what if she's in pain somewhere, and I can't understand what she's saying, so I can't even try and help it. It just. Yeah, it's a hard feeling, but...
What makes it hard for me is, like, I don't know... Well, I kind of understand what they're going through, but it's not the same, because, like, I'm not her son. Like, Hannah's her daughter, but I just don't understand their pain. Compared to, like, it's more touching to them. But the thing that sucks is the waiting game.
Yeah, it's just
the waiting game sucks. Like every moment you're just like, are they gonna call, or
what's gonna happen when they call? What's the update gonna be?
I know, cause like Hannah had nightmares at some points. Yeah, I had to like stay up, make sure she's able to sleep, or like have someone to talk to about it. Sucks. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully we see more recovery. It's just slow recovery each day.
It's a very long recovery.
It's like slow recovery, and then it could be something bad going on, and it just slows down the process even more.
Yeah, and I know we just kind of like skimmed over what's going on. One reason is because if I were to like detail how she's been doing and what she's been going through, I mean the video would be like 2 hours, 3 hours long. Like, it's just so much she's gone through already. So now that we're kind of back in the motion of videos and things, we'll probably update more often about how things are going. But our plan moving here is I live with my parents, and when Mom is better and comes home, that like we'll be here. I'll be here to help her through it with all my siblings. The nice thing is like our church family here in Ohio. We're like blessed with the people that we have in our life here.
Very supportive. Thank you for everyone that has brought stuff to the house.
They bring we've gotten so much good food. Every time someone drops off food, I'm like, I need to call them and be like, can I come over to your house and you can teach me how to make this? Because it's really good. I don't think we've had something that we're like, ew. But all the cards and just like the prayers, and we go to church and it's such like a heartwarming feeling to be there. And even all of our friends and family, like the constant prayers, and we feel it. I mean, it's like we know we're surrounded by thoughts and prayers. But so it's nice to know that like we have a really good support system. here and that Mom does, and she knows that. We remind her when we're there too. I always tell her the whole state of Ohio is praying for you, and we got some other states covering too, so you've got prayer warriors. More to say about it right now, but
we'll try to keep you guys updated on the things that we feel like we need to share. There are certain things that...
Yeah, there are certain things, of course, we won't share, especially because I can't ask her, like, hey, is it okay if I share this? Like, are you okay with that? Of course, I run everything by my dad before I post anything, but some things can be really personal, and it's just not for us to share yet. Maybe eventually, when things get better. I just know the last few days she's had really, really rough days. She's so exhausted from fighting this. I just feel sad. I wish I could take the pain away, or like we told my dad, it hurts so much because, like, that's my mom. She's taking care of me, and she's taking my pain away and all this, and now I need to do the same, but I feel like I can't, and I mean, I sit there, I talk to her, I do what I can, the absolute most, but I just want to, like, hold her. Ugh. We're getting through it. But we're now in Ohio, so you'll be seeing a lot of snow because it won't stop.
Stop. I think it snows tomorrow, too.
I know, it's snowing all week. But we're ready to get back into videos.
Yeah, we have not that many ideas right now. We're just going to go through the days, record what we have.
Mm-hmm.
We have Heidi's wedding coming up soon.
In
so
a week.
That's going to be fun.
That is going to be fun.
And have job interviews. So, let's see how that goes.
Exciting.
Yep. I really need a haircut. Look at this.
I know, it's like you do something to it, but the hair just, like, flops back. It doesn't even... We usually have it all to the side. Looks real nice. I mean, you're still cute. My hair's not done either. So, we're the same. I love you.
Love you too.
But I appreciate him so much. He sacrificed so much for me in such little time. Like, I literally called him, like, you need to come here. And that night, on a plane here, I was like, oh, thank you. But it's hard. I really needed him. He's a big support system. And he made a lot of sacrifices to be here with me. And I know that. And I tell him all the time.
Me. But yeah.
But I feel like the next few weeks we'll have a lot of, like, news to tell.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of things changing right now, so... Alright, that's all for today. We love you guys.
And we'll catch you on the flippity flip.